Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to some more F1 Manager 2023 and another part of the Williams Road to Glory career mode. Today we've got the final race before the summer break here in Belgium. It's going to be a good one. Hopefully you guys are good and are enjoying the series so far. Leave a big like down below if you are, and of course subscribe if you haven't already for daily F1 Manager videos. Without further ado, let's get ourselves immersed into the action then and see what we can do in this weekend. We're 5th in the championship so far, in the constructors of course, and 8th and 10th in the drivers standings. Albon probably having a slightly better season than his teammate Yuki Tsunoda. Car inspection results, you can see rear wing and suspension are destroyed on Albon's car, and on Yuki's car, front wing and rear wing have failed their inspection. Oliver Behrman's looking like somebody that we should keep an eye on, and we certainly plan on doing that. Hungary feature race results, you can see there, Kushmani has won the F2 race, Zayn Maloney in second there, and Amaury Cordial in third. Into F3, you've got Nicolas Solov, Taylor Bernard, and Pepe Marti leading the way there. Regulation vote then. Of course, sporting regulations, most people are in favour of the change back to how it was last season, where the bottom teams get more wind tunnel time than the top teams, and same with the CFD simulator as well. Okay then, right, let's have a little look at our cars. We need to sort these out. Yeah, that's fine. We're probably going to need to manufacture a couple of those soon. Suspension wise, we have got 2 of them left, so that's okay. On to car 2, in terms of front wings, what have we got? Yeah, we've just got another version of that, that's fine. Okay, right, let's have a little look at what we're expecting to happen then until the next Grand Prix. So we've got manufacturing, that's going to be complete, and a design for the new chassis is going to be ready before the race weekend begins. Okay, so the chassis is being developed. Why don't we get ourselves a couple more rear wings so that we're going to be fine for the weekend. Okay, chassis has been manufactured, so let's or developed, so let's get 4 of those ready for the next Grand Prix after the summer break. In terms of design, we've got an underfloor coming, then front wing and a rear wing. Obviously, that underfloor and rear wing manufacturing will be done just about in time for all of that to happen. Let's push on then to the weekend. So, qualifying position will promise that both drivers will qualify 13th or better, and both drivers will get through to Q2. Of course, it is a sprint weekend as well, so we've got to bear that in mind, and we'll say both drivers will finish in the top 12. Okay, let's get ourselves into this Belgian Grand Prix then.
This weekend, we're in Belgium, in the picturesque province of Liège. Halfway through the season, it's too early to call the championship. Can teams make good before the summer break, or will they be hoping for a reset? Spa-Francorchamps is an F1 favourite, consisting of challenging corners, high speeds, and the chance for drivers to really prove themselves. The long lap has different downforce demands, with sectors 1 and 3 requiring pure speed, and sector 2 a twistier and more technical affair.
This time, teams have 2 races to contend with, as a sprint race will decide the starting order for the weekend's Grand Prix.
Now let's crack on with the weekend.
Okay, let's get ourselves into the weekend then. Looks like it's going to be clear skies for once here in Spa. So I'll see you guys for qualifying after I complete practice. Well, first practice complete. We went with a Yumo Awasa for practice, and unfortunately he crashed the car. So he has really set back the weekend for us with Yuki Tsunoda, but setup satisfaction is okay for Alex Albon. But we're going to have to go straight into qualifying with not a lot of confidence, it has to be said. So we'll have to build that up a little bit, and hopefully we'll manage to get through to Q2.
Qualifying is coming up, and we're close now to finding out how the drivers will line up on the grid for the sprint.
Just like a normal race qualifying session, drivers will battle it out for their starting grid positions. But this time, it'll be for the upcoming sprint.
Charles Leclerc has been a talking point for many of late. Karun, how do you think he's doing so far?
It's interesting because they weren't that fast in practice. I'm not sure if this was a lack of pace or just the team trying different things, but I imagine we'll see their true performance soon enough.
Let the competition commence.
Okay then, let's see how we get on. It's going to be tricky, obviously. Tsunoda's well, he's going to have to go for the old rear wing because we haven't manufactured the new one yet, unless I suppose we emergency manufacture it. That will cost us quite a significant amount, but probably worth it to get the best possible rear wing in for Belgium. Yeah, that's costing us a lot there. Yeah, put the old chassis on. Suspension in there as well. Okay. And, well, let's get ourselves into qualifying and see how we get on then. It's going to be very, very tricky to get ourselves out of Q2, you would say. I think we need to get Albon out there pretty soon.
That's green now. Green now.
Get Tsunoda out there as well. And yeah, been reading comments and lots of people are saying, well, you know, I think what you should do is let the AI take control of your times or your qualifying times, because what we're finding is that we're warming up our tyres better than our competitors, and that's why we are qualifying so well. But then we obviously lose positions in the race, and then, you know, we're losing confidence for the drivers, and apparently, you know, they'll lose development rate and that sort of thing because they're losing confidence because they're losing so many positions in the race. So, you know, we'll take that on board. We'll see how it goes maybe this weekend, and we'll see where we're up to. Tsunoda goes on a 41.6. That is his first flying lap of the weekend. And he's gone 0.5 quicker than his teammate Alex Albon, which is very, very interesting indeed. Right, let's have a little look. How's the car setup looking? Pretty good, to be honest. 93%. Well, we'll certainly take that for Alex. I think maybe a scrub set for both drivers. That's annoying. Only 83% for Tsunoda. And in the wrong direction for the traction of the car. But yeah, let's get them back out there. Let's see what sort of times they can put in. Tsunoda up to P5 there. That's a very good time from him. And now here comes Alexander Albon. Not a good time at all. Goodness me.
70. Oh. So boxing this lap then.
Ooh, red flag.
Okay, red flag.
Now, how much time have we got left? Have we got enough time to be able to do this. Obviously, we'll stick them on a brand new set of soft tyres. It was Nico Hulkenberg that clearly crashed. Yes, we are back underway. We've got 3 minutes to go here. And basically, everybody's going to have to get out there. Luckily, we've managed to get Albon out before the traffic.
Just concentrate on the brakes.
Yep.
So there's Albon out on his merry way. And Tsunoda just stuck in his garage at the moment. There he goes, coming out now. Nice. Well done. So everybody out there. And Albon's going to get a nice little tour from Fernando Alonso. Tsunoda's going to get one from Nick de Vries. As Albon sets a quicker first sector. Let's ride on board with him as he heads through Pouhon. He needs 3 green sectors really to get through the Q2, you would imagine. Yep, green one for
Okay, checker flag
Tsunoda.
P14.
And coming through now, Albon looking very, very nice indeed. 2 green sectors for him. And now Tsunoda coming through No Name Corner, heading up towards Pouhon now. Is he going to be able to keep his foot down and keep following Nick de Vries's? Here comes Alex Albon up to the line. Through the bus stop chicane. Where's he going to get up to? A 41.1. That's up to 5th for Albon. That's more than safe. And through to Q2. And this is looking pretty decent for Yuki Tsunoda. Fernando Alonso, quickest at the moment. Signs up in the 10th. Hulkenberg out of qualifying. Zhou Guanyu out of qualifying. Nick de Vries isn't too far ahead of Tsunoda here. But Daniel Ricciardo, can he get himself through? Ricciardo currently P18 at the moment, and here we go then with Yuki Tsunoda. He's got a nice little tour from Nick de Vries. He heads up to the line. Tsunoda goes 5th. Brilliant time from him. And, well, going out in Q1 then, the 2 Haas cars, the 2 AlphaTauris, and Zhou Guanyu. But Tsunoda will have a penalty because of Iwasa. Iwasa's misbehaviour. Yeah, definitely not worth doing anything with the front wing there. I do think possibly scrub tyres at the start of Q2 will be a good idea. But both cars comfortably through. Let's see how we get on in this session.
That's green.
Right, let's let them run through this first run. We're half expecting Tsunoda to be a little bit quicker than his teammate, and
Just keep it on the delta, just be slightly negative.
Tsunoda lost a second there in the end.
Standard in lap.
Albon quickest with a 41.4. Yeah, very high confidence from Alex Albon now. Yeah, Tsunoda will have to get straight back out there on a new set of tyres. Albon can take his set of tyres and go for the final run. Yeah, Tsunoda just behind George Russell. This could work out quite nicely for him. It's going to be 3 green sectors for Yuki Tsunoda as he comes round the final corner now. This could be his one and only chance. Over the line, he goes 3rd. Wow. I think that might be enough for Tsunoda to get through. Yeah, we're going to send Albon out there in a second. So yeah, Sonoda just come into the pits. He's not going to do better than that, really. Oh, is Albon going to make it here? It's going to be very, very tight. I think he's going to make it over with about 1 second to go.
We're going to push.
Here he goes. Oh my word, checkered flag falls and he has just about made it. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, Russell's done the best he can. Leclerc, Gasly, Alonso, all people that are going to manage to get through, you would imagine. But can Alex Albon get himself into the top 10 here? There's a bit of traffic up ahead. This isn't what he needs. Albon P10 now. And that McLaren very much in the way there. That could really hurt Alex Albon. Because Charles Leclerc, he's going to be up to the line very, very soon. Fernando Alonso, I think Fernando Alonso, no, he's already got himself into the top 10. No, he hasn't. Alonso, I think, might be out here. Yeah, Alonso's out. Well, that's a big shock because he was quickest in the first sector, in the first session. What about Leclerc? Leclerc's still pushing. Albon not far behind. He only needs a small improvement to get above George Russell. But I think because of that traffic in the middle sector, he's not going to quite get there. So there goes Leclerc over the line. Only P12 for him, so I think Albon's through anyway. But he comes up to the line. It is a slower time than what he managed before, but it should be enough to get through. Piastri's out, and Fernando Alonso is out as well. Well. Both drivers through to Q3. We'll certainly take that. Tsunoda looking the quicker of the two drivers right now. Need to definitely keep some tyres back for the sprint race. So we'll send them out there on scrub tyres first of all. And then we'll go on the brand new tyres right at the end of the session. So straight away we'll send Tsunoda out first this time.
That's great.
And then Albon will get them through their first lap. Hopefully no traffic. It looks like most people are out on track, so it should be a nice clear run for the two guys out there. And they head up to the line, and well, it's a 40.9 for Albon. That's a very good first lap. Tsunoda P6 in that first run there. Albon P3.
Last lap was good.
Very, very good. Right, Tsunoda, he's going to go on to a brand new set of boots, as is Alex Albon.
Box.
And then we'll leave it right until
Stop in the box.
the last minute. Tsunoda can get out in front of the... Oh, nearly. Nice. Okay, so Tsunoda's going to get a lovely tow from Carlos Sainz for his lap. So let's see what he can produce here.
And then go push.
I mean, we're currently third and sixth, and that would be an awesome qualifying. Obviously, this is the sort of track that we excel at. Actually, it's a yellow first sector for Tsunoda, green for Albon. And Tsunoda now down to P7.
Okay, Alex, that's the flag.
We got some yellow flags. Who's crashed? I don't know. There are yellow flags out there. Anyway, here comes Yuki Tsunoda, and he's going to come up to the line. Any improvement? No, none for him. Albon over the line. No improvement for him either. I think the yellow flags got us in the end there, and it was Lance Stroll who has crashed. But 5th and 9th for the sprint race. Obviously, Tsunoda will lose a little bit of ground because of the penalty. But very, very good qualifying session overall, and Albon pulled it out when he needed it, didn't he? I'll see you guys for the sprint race.
Well, it's a different format this weekend, with a sprint set to spice up today's events. The action is set to be fast and furious in this one, with each driver well aware that a good performance will secure themselves a strong place on the grid.
Of course, when it comes to a sprint, it's not just about setting the grid for the Grand Prix. The drivers will be fighting hard to gain valuable championship points.
Well, teams will need to be clever. There's no time to relax. It's the sprint around Spa.
Okay, let's see how it goes. Obviously, mediums are an option, but I do think, Alex Albon can... I think they can both do it on softs, actually. Yeah. And obviously, Tsunoda won't lose any time until the race, so it's important to think about that. We're going to be aggressive at the start with both drivers, get them up to temp, and, well, let's see how we go into this Belgian sprint race.
15 long and challenging laps await the drivers in today's sprint here at Spa.
And once the lights go out here at Spa, the attention will shift to the first corner, a turn that has seen its fair share of dramatic incidents over the years.
This is it, a dash to the finish line. Here we are, the sprint around Spa-Francorchamps. And it's
Lights out, away we go then, and it's Sergio Perez off the grid. Well, Carlos Sainz doesn't quite get off to as good a start, and it's George Russell having a look round the outside of turn 1, but no luck for him there. Then we've got Max Verstappen in P4. It's going to be an almighty tow that he gets all the way down the Kemmel Straight here, and Alex Albon will be following wistfully in P5 to try and get that tow. Hamilton 6th, then Stroll in P7, followed by Ocon, and then Tsunoda is P9 as it stands. I think Tsunoda, let's tell him to be high aggression on the overtakes, and let's just keep pushing hard here. That's exactly what we need to be able to do. But it's interesting. Ocon, in particular, he's gone medium tyres, so Tsunoda does definitely need to get past him pretty quickly if he can. And we'll push to do exactly that, as Albon defending from Lewis Hamilton behind at the moment. P5 for the tyre driver. And let's stick ERS Battle Assist on.
Overtake available. Okay, we can easily overtake. Yeah, copy.
And let's see how we are doing here as we go into the final couple of corners. So Sergio Perez leading the way. Sainz in second, then Russell, then Verstappen, followed by Alex Albon in P5. Okay, let's zoom it forward until the end of the second lap here. And Tsunoda should be able to get Ocon pretty quickly here. We'll pop onto the intervals. Let's see how they do here. As Albon has managed to get past Max Verstappen. How has that happened? But well, he has done it. And you can see he's up into P4 now and chasing after George Russell. Gonna drop that back down.
You can afford to drop back.
Yep.
Gonna drop that back down as well. And here goes Tsunoda. Surely he's gonna have a go at Esteban Ocon here. Into the bus stop. No. Doesn't go for it.
Manage these tires.
But now DRS available, of course. But yeah, how did Albon get past Verstappen? That's what we'd like to know. I mean, surely Tsunoda's going to have a great chance here.
Make sure you give some energy. Okay.
Of getting past Esteban Ocon. Loses a bit of time up the hill. Okay.
Okay, press and hold overtake.
Okay.
Need to get Albon back into the DRS range of Russell. Well, here goes Max Verstappen down the inside. And they're side by side here. Now let's push the tyres a bit more again now that they're back under control of temperature. Yep, DRS. And now he's going to be very much in line here. But Max Verstappen also has it. Right, let's get those tyres back under control. Oh, and Ocon
That's a crash. Be careful on start finish.
is off the track. I think it must have just been a big lock-up here. And it was, and well, straight into the wall he goes, and that's him out of any sort of contention today. And annoyingly for his sake, he's not going to have a very good qualifying grid position for tomorrow. As Nico Hülkenberg's had a big lock-up. Of course, did that in qualifying as well. Tsunoda's been passed by Gasly there. Yep, 10 laps to go here. Probably worth just, you know, following for now. And expect Stroll to be able to get past Albon fairly easily here. Side by side, up Eau Rouge and Radion.
I'm trying.
But who's going to have DRS? It's going to be Albon. Albon not going to be able to make that move stick, but Tsunoda's having a look at Pierre Gasly, and he is through.
Copy.
So let's push him forward now.
Reduce like copy.
Let's keep the pace up.
Yep, okay.
Need to increase lifting coast.
Yep, copy.
Albon now going to be passed by Hamilton, you would think. Yep, quite happy first in order to keep pushing. And we have got safety car deployed.
There's been a crash.
What's happened here? Let's have a look. And it's at the bus stop. It's in the two McLaren cars. Piastri and Norris. Oh no! Oh wow! It's a big incident. Actually, I'm surprised that's not a red flag. It was Valerie Bottas spinning. Piastri goes straight into him, and it is indeed a red flag incident. So the sprint has been stopped.
Let's see what happened there. Heading down the straight, you can see
Yeah, you can see what happens. Bottas is around, and yeah, well, that's just a big impact, isn't it, in general? But yeah, what is interesting is that we can change tyres here. So we are going to do that with both guys.
Now
Let's see
can restart.
what happens here as we start once again, and it's Sergio Perez on pole position. Lights out, away we go. And yes, everybody has gone for a brand new set of tyres except Stroll and George Russell, and we've got signs down the inside of Perez going into turn one. Doesn't manage to make the manoeuvre stick. Albon's got to push.
We could do with a bit more pace now if you've got
Albon will be struggling up the hill, but Tsunoda has managed to get past Hamilton. And now, who's going to have the better run here? Let's just put him onto medium, overtake aggression. We don't want him throwing it down the inside of Albon unnecessarily here. But Tsunoda's through. That's a good manoeuvre. And now we can be uber aggressive for the rest of this race. Yellow flags out there.
Yellow ahead.
Not entirely sure what's happened to cause that news. Hamilton has perhaps lost it there, has he? Down into Rivage, and yeah, he's just lost it straight into the barriers. And well, this has been an incident-filled Belgian sprint race, and it has completely changed the complexion of certain parts of this race for tomorrow now. Stroll and Russell obviously on the scrub soft tyres. Should be easy pickings really for Alex Albon here, and hopefully Yuki Tsunoda. But there we go, absolutely brilliant manoeuvre from Alex Albon, just better traction. Now we'll have DRS on George Russell as Tsunoda is following these guys through. And let's get him back on high. Aggression overtakes. And try and get him through the field. And here goes Alex Albon. He's got to get past Russell pretty quickly here. So we're going to put him on high. Aggression overtakes as well. But look at this. This is perfect. He's going to have a great run into the bus stop chicane. Oh, and he did go for it a little bit there. DRS now open. He's going to go into La Source. And he is through. Very nicely indeed. Right. Now Tsunoda, meanwhile, needs to get himself back within range of Stroll. It's Russell trying to get back past Albon. Not going to work. Not going to cut it. And we have got yellow flags out there, and it's Lance Stroll now has spun at Rivage. Lots of drivers spinning down there today. It must be slippy conditions. Doesn't end up in the barrier. But again, will fall to the back of the grid. And now Albon right behind these leaders here. 3 laps to go in this sprint race, and here goes Yuki Tsunoda. He's going to have a little look into La Source on George Russell, and he is through. Very nice manoeuvre there from Tsunoda. But is Russell going to come back at him? Side by side in Eau Rouge, but Tsunoda through. Albon has DRS. Is he going to have a look at Max Verstappen here? Well, he's having a little look. Possibly more mistakes into Rivage. Not quite. Not this time anyway. As well, Alex Albon now pulls out, and he's going to have a look around the outside of Pouon here with Max Verstappen. What a move this would be if he can pull it off. And now managing to stick with Max Verstappen. Can he get into the top 3 here? That would be an awesome result in this sprint race. He's having a look into Stabilo, and now down the inside Albon goes, and he is through. That is terrific from Alexander Albon on his former teammate Max Verstappen. That was absolutely brilliant. And now Carlos Sainz is next. Can he get up to 2nd in this sprint race? That's the big question, as Tsunoda trying to hold off Lewis Hamilton. DRS is open now for Alex Albon.
2 laps to go.
And we got 2 laps to go here, and already Albon right on the back of Carlos Sainz here. This is huge. Yeah, he's at peak confidence, and that's massive.
Oh, it's incredible.
And Tsunoda has lost out to George Russell. Wasn't Lewis Hamilton, of course, but he will have DRS down the Kemmel Straight.
As soon as I try to race anyone, I just have no
just
trust.
trying to keep the ERS in check. And now we're going to allow him to deploy, because we've seen that he can make the move into Stabilo. And he has a look down the inside of Carlos Sainz, and he is up to 2nd here. Alex Albon has a great chance to win this sprint race. Right, I think we need to be sensible here.
Progress.
Okay,
Let's be sensible. Let's just hold off Sainz. Let's hold the DRS until the Kemmel Straight, and then we will be through. Just going to go on standard here.
Good, back off.
We do not want to pass him into La Source particularly.
How many laps do we have?
Alex, 1 more lap.
Oh, he's gone for it early. He's gone for it early. Right.
Happy
Albon
to
into the lead of this sprint race then. And now is pushing on. This would be absolutely awesome for Alex Albon, but I think Perez might get back at him here. As Yuki Tsunoda, he'll be deploying as well. But now, can Alex Albon defend? I think he can. I think he can. Alex Albon is in the lead of this sprint race and stays in the lead. Right, now he has to attack all the way to the checkered flag as Sainz goes down the inside of Perez. It's getting bad. Gone from bad to worse for Sergio. As Alex Albon now opens the gap out to about half a second, with 2nd and 3rd battling. Alex Albon is in the perfect position to take this race. This is absolutely brilliant from him. He's going to win the sprint race. He's going to start on pole for tomorrow as well, which is absolutely fabulous. And Tsunoda's managed to stay in front of Russell. He'll get a 5-place grid penalty, I think. So he'll be starting 10th in tomorrow's race. But look at this from Alex Albon. Absolutely terrific from him. And, well, he's just been brilliant since the restart. There's no 2 ways about it. He's obviously pushed harder than anybody else. Checkered flag is out, and Alex Albon is going to come over the line and win the sprint race with the fastest lap as well. Absolutely brilliant from him. and Sonoda
Yeah, that was amazing.
finishes
Oh, it was
P5,
unbelievable.
and what a performance for us there, and some big points in the bag as well.
And it's Albon.
That is
Alex
what we like to
Albon
see.
Over the finish line first.
Absolutely brilliant from the boys.
A great result for Alex Albon today.
So win a
as
sprint
he
race,
picked up
there you
the
go.
sprint win.
And what a well-deserved P1 finish that was. Absolutely outstanding.
And wow, what a terrific performance from him in a 41.5 in the end, fastest lap. Yuki Tsunoda finishes P5, a second ahead of George Russell, will obviously drop down. But Alex Albon will be starting on pole position.
Tension continues to build here as race day begins.
Motor car racing didn't have the best of starts at Spa-Francorchamps. Only one driver registered for the very first car race back in 1921, so a motorbike race replaced it instead. Times have changed, and now Spa is a solid fixture on the F1 calendar.
Now, Karun, with regards to Alex Albon, just how will he be feeling at this point in the weekend?
I think it's really great to see them performing at this level, well above what we'd expected. They must be feeling good.
Well, this may well be another Belgian Grand Prix for the ages, so stick around and find out how it all ends.
Well, the big question will be, can Alex Albon hold on to first position? It's only a 3-place grid penalty for Tsunoda, so down to 7th. Let's have a little look at some strategies. Obviously, we do not have any brand new soft tyres left, so that does complicate things a little bit. I think if we can be aggressive, though, on medium tyres and hard tyres, then surely we're going to be in a good position. People have been asking, push those tyres a bit harder, Joe. Take those tyres a little bit longer. So that's what we'll do with Alex Albon today. We'll go for a more usual setup with Tsunoda. Where we try to keep the tyres quite fresh at all parts of the Grand Prix. So yeah, we'll perhaps go for that with Tsunoda. We'll see how we get on here. It's going to be an interesting Grand Prix. Obviously, Albon starting off, and I might even push his fuel at the start just to try and get that 1 second window open as quickly as possible. It's going to be an interesting one, but Alex Albon on pole here for the Belgian Grand Prix.
Laps ahead of us here in Spa as we get ready for the Belgian Grand Prix. Could this be a big race for that man, Alexander Albon?
They're on pole, and it's well deserved. I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do.
And it'll be exciting to see just what will happen here today. Get ready, it's the Belgian Grand Prix.
Here we go then.
And it's
Lights out, away we go, and it's Alex Albon off to a brilliant start ahead of Carlos Sainz, who looks like he might lose out to Sergio Perez as they're side by side. Going into turn 1, Perez on scrub soft tyres, Verstappen on brand new soft tyres. They're going to be the ones to watch in this first stint. Tsunoda managed to get through the first corner safely, and he's side by side with Charles Leclerc, trying to get back up into P6 on the grid. But Alex Albon leads the way. How quickly can he pull away from Sergio Perez? He needs really Sainz to stay ahead of him. They are side by side, and will Sainz stay side by side? Yes, he will. That's looking like a great battle behind 4P2. Into Rivage they go, and Sainz manages to stay ahead of Sergio Perez. Very, very good manoeuvre indeed. Now then, we are going to put the ERS battle assist on for both drivers.
Remember, overtake is available.
But Perez now finally makes it through. And you would expect that Perez is actually going to be able to stay in front, so I'm actually tempted to
Lift and coast.
Yeah, copy.
just back off slightly with Alex here.
You can afford to drop back. Yeah.
Because Perez is going to be able to stay with us, so why don't we look after the tyres a little bit and wait for Perez's tyres to drop off. Yeah, Perez staying with him, but not managing to make any move stick. For now, meanwhile, Yuki Tsunoda still following Charles Leclerc. Being followed by Fernando Alonso at the moment. Well, Max Verstappen is having a look round the outside of his teammate Sergio Perez through Blanchimont. And, well, doesn't manage to get through for now.
Full deploy.
Copy.
I'm tempted with Albon to push his car a little bit more. And there goes Sergio Perez through, and that's exactly what we were expecting, really. The two soft tyre runners to be able to get through on us. It's about timing our attack on them, really. Yeah, if Albon can stay within DRS of Perez, then that's going to be massive. And we have got Kevin Magnussen off the track. I think it's a Rivage again. That corner. They're really struggling at. Tsunoda gonna drop back down.
Back off a bit, please.
And that's Piastri now locking up into the bus stop. Right, let's zoom it through. Let's just look at tyres. Yep, 71% already for Perez. As Albon starting to make a move for the lead here. I think Perez will have him into P1. Let's keep that at standard.
Happy to manage tyre short term.
Just look after his tyres a little bit. And allow him to push a little later on in the Grand Prix. His main competitor is Sainz, you would suggest, as Piastri again locks up into the final corner. Okay, now I'm gonna go for it with
We're happy to push on with the tyres.
Okay.
Albon.
Use the overtake.
Okay, copy.
So this is going to be the moment. In the Kemmel Straight, he should be able to pass with DRS here. I'll try to. Okay. Change of plan.
To use the overtake.
Copy.
So we can close the gap to the cars ahead.
Surely this time with DRS he's going to be able to make the manoeuvre. He's going to go around the outside here. And Albon is through into the lead of this Belgian Grand Prix. And, well, meanwhile, Tsunoda still in P7, doing a great job there. Yeah. And Albon will be pushing as hard as he can. He needs to get out of that 1 second window. And he will manage that now. As Tsunoda overtaken by Fernando Alonso. But now you can really see Albon taking advantage of those couple of laps. He was looking after his tyres. And now able to just bolt away. Well, Max Verstappen has managed to catch up to within a second almost immediately of Alex Albon here. I don't quite know how he's managed that. But, yeah, Albon had a 2 second lead. Now that's down to 0.3 of a second. And yeah, Max Verstappen puts in by far the fastest lap of the race so far. It's not a P8 as it stands. There goes Max Verstappen. Yeah.
Almost end up to the ball. Keep the head down. Keep the head down. Don't know what we have left.
Yeah, don't know quite what had happened there. We know Verstappen and Albon are going to be battling it out, but, well, look at that. I mean, Fernando Alonso now up to P3 in this race. As Perez now into the pit lane. Albon straight back through there.
The window is open.
Yeah, copy.
Meanwhile, Sonoda P6 as it stands. He's going to be coming in this lap, actually.
Make sure you give some energy.
Yeah, okay.
We'll see where Sonoda can come out in all of this. So let's follow his pit stop as he comes trundling down the pit lane. And here we go. Yeah, nice pit stop. 1.9 seconds for Sonoda.
Watch out for look
And he
back.
should come out in a nice little gap. Oh, just needed to be in front of De Vries there, but it's okay. Should be able to get through fairly easily.
Where's them out?
Copy.
Anyway, Alex Albon.
Big crash, watch out. Debris
It
head.
was Kevin Magnussen has had a big crash out there. And then when is Albon coming in? A couple of laps yet. And goes Sonoda on Esteban Ocon. No, not quite yet. Sonoda needs to get past Ocon quickly. Oh, this undercut's not going to work.
What's happened there?
We'll have a look.
He's got a bit of damage, but that's okay. So Albon's going to be coming in this lap.
Okay, so box this lap.
He goes to the queue box.
Sonoda through now. Daniel Ricciardo puts in the fastest lap of the race. And Albon in. Can't be letting Max Verstappen get too much of an undercut.
Norris has pitted.
Watch your white line on exit.
Oh, and that was so close. And Verstappen does manage to undercut.
Okay, reduce lift and coast.
Verstappen onto medium tyres. I mean, it's going to be quicker, but I think he's going to struggle to take them all the way to the end.
And we start like up.
Copy.
So what can Sonoda do here? Well, what's going on? I don't know what happened to Sonoda there. It was Gasly that slowed down weirdly. Anyway, here we go. Sonoda through. And there goes Albon side by side with Max Verstappen. He's through. Right, let's put him on high. Aggressive overtakes. I know Verstappen has managed to make it through eventually, but Albon has a little gap here. Goes down the inside of the bus stop chicane. Yeah, this is very close. The Ferrari is a bit of a problem as well, because Fernando Alonso is going to just be pulling out the gap here. Yeah, I think Albon needs to just chill out a little bit for a couple of laps. Well, Albon's... No, he's not. I thought he was through on Verstappen there. It's going to be very close again here. It's that Ferrari of Charles Leclerc that's holding everybody up here. And Tsunoda now up to P7. I tell you what, if Tsunoda can keep pumping in the laps, he's gonna get out ahead of the Ferrari cars. As Fernando Alonso into the pit lane. Ferrari's still going. Where is Fernando going to come out here? Quite a bit behind. Has got fresher tyres, but not sure that will have much of an impact. Just going to keep pushing with Albon. Now Verstappen's made it past one of the Ferraris. That's going to help him out immeasurably. And luckily Albon goes into Stabilo and manages to get past Carlos Sainz. Verstappen still trying to get past Leclerc. But Albon's still within DRS of him. But Max Verstappen has done it. He's through. Now will the Ferrari get straight back past? I don't think so. And then Alonso already back up to fourth here. He's on soft tyres. We've got yellow flags out there.
We've got a yellow
But this is a
flag
big
here.
moment in this race. Albon needs to get past quickly. And he is going to be through now as Max Verstappen puts in the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. And now Albon is going to use some ERS deployment to try and catch up to his old foe. But I tell you what, Fernando Alonso is racy out there. He's looking good. As Charles Leclerc finally comes into the pits. I think Tsunoda will come out ahead of him. There goes Fernando Alonso through. Yeah, not that surprising really. So now Albon just got to try and stick it out and keep himself ahead of Perez, as Fernando Alonso and Max Verstappen now battling it out for what could be the victory. Alonso's tyres will eventually drop off. quicker than Max Verstappen, so Alonso's got to get through now. He's having a look down the inside into turn 1. Alonso's through. Fernando Alonso leads the Belgian Grand Prix. Max Verstappen is P2. Albon P3 at the moment, and you can see him in the distance there as Max Verstappen side by side with Alonso trying to get through. And then let's go on to interval. Tsunoda 7 seconds behind Perez, but closing in. Gonna give him a bit more push on his engine. And let's zoom it forward. Alonso leads the race. De Vries just locked up there. That's what would really throw this race into chaos, is a red flag or a safety car. But yeah, Albon managing to increase the gap to Perez quite comfortably. Tsunoda starting to close in on Perez fairly comfortably. Well, Verstappen and Alonso still battling it out at the top. Albon just about 5 seconds behind. But Albon's got the best tyres of anybody. It's just... Oh, he's... Well...
Sorry, guys.
I think he's made a little mistake there. I don't know exactly what's happened.
Right, we're at turn
Let's have a little look.
That's the location for this one. But they
dear.
can't avoid making contact.
He's still there. He's got major front wing damage. And to be fair, I don't think Albon's going to be able to hold on to his position here. Yeah, Albon's screwed. Oh, what an idiot. Could have had a podium. Now just... We'll be fighting for minor points. Let's have a little look at how much of a gap he's got. He should come out in front of Gasly. At the very least. But yeah, that's a big mistake for Alex Albon.
Yeah, copy.
I'd like to increase a bit the lag everywhere.
Copy.
Tsunoda now very much in trouble.
Use the rest.
Copy.
Well, 8.2 seconds. There goes Gasly.
The exit's clear. Watch the white line at exit.
And yeah, he is just about in front, but does he have the pace? He has got big damage.
I think we can reduce lift and coast.
And there goes Pierre Gasly straight through.
Trying.
So starting to catch up to Perez. So a podium could still potentially be on the cards. I think Albon might just manage the singular point today. Yeah, I think Russell's gonna make it through. So it's all gonna be about whether Albon can hold off Norris 8 seconds behind. As Hamilton locks up, he's had a dreadful weekend, really. And Tsunoda 3 seconds behind Perez. Can he get himself onto the podium here? Perez's tyres are just going to get worse and worse. Tsunoda managing to Just about hold off the Ferrari for now. Less than 3 seconds between Tsunoda and Perez.
Low fuel, so be mindful of that.
Oh dear. Yeah, Albon needs to conserve his tyres massively now. His fuel, sorry. Alright, come on, Tsunoda. It's the last lap of the race.
Leave core increase, please.
Copy.
Final lap.
That'll do, I think.
Copy.
DRS is currently disabled. DRS is currently disabled.
Yeah, Tsunoda's not going to quite make it. Onto the podium, he's just 2 seconds behind.
Yeah, copy.
He's close, but he's not going to quite make it happen. But he might well finish 4th here, which would be an awesome result for Yuki Tsunoda. Fernando Alonso has won the Grand Prix ahead of Max Verstappen in 2nd there. Perez is going to finish 3rd, but Yuki Tsunoda is going to come across the line and finish in P4 for Williams. And, well, Alex Albon, you can see, still trundling along. I don't think he's going to have quite a problem with Ocon. And Albon's just about looked after enough fuel over the last lap or so. So here he comes then, Alex Albon. Pole sitter, led for much of this race, but he's only going to finish in 10th and get the solitary point, which is a big disappointment for him, but it's been a positive weekend for Williams overall. Obviously winning the sprint race and
Thank you, guys.
you know, double points finish in both the sprint and the feature race, so it's pretty massive for the team in our battle for 5th in the championship, and that should be a big step towards that. But Yuki Tsunoda, brilliant driving from him to defend from Leclerc for so long there at the end and get himself 12 points in the championship. Absolutely brilliant, as Magnussen's the last man over the line. And there we go. 44 laps done.
Yuki Tsunoda really put in a brilliant drive today.
There wasn't too much expectation on them today, but they fought hard and found themselves in the points.
That makes it all worth it, doesn't it? Seeing your team ready to share the celebrations. And that man up there is certainly no stranger to an F1 podium. Always great to see Fernando in the top 3.
That sees them double their win tally for this season. They'll be delighted with that.
And there you have it, a smiley podium lineup at the Belgian Grand Prix. Now, Karun, no doubt there'll be a lot for the teams to process after that race, but how do you think the Williams team are feeling?
Well, it was a bit of a mixed bag here. Some things went their way, but others didn't. I think their main target now will be finding some consistency for sure.
That is that for this weekend's F1 action here in Belgium.
For the next round, Formula One won't be straying too far. We'll be heading to the dunes of Zandvoort and the lightning speed of the Dutch Grand Prix.
Okay, so there you have it then. Fernando Alonso winning the race ahead of Verstappen and Perez in 2nd. Tsunoda finishes 4th ahead of Leclerc in 5th. Stroll finishes in P6. Then Sainz, Gasly, Russell rounded off by Alex Albon in P10. Into the driver standings then, Tsunoda manages to go above Albon in the championship by 1 point. Fernando Alonso is, third in the championship, level on points with Charles Leclerc, but Max Verstappen still leading the way by 49 points. Absolutely brilliant for him. Into the constructors, Red Bull still leading, but Aston Martin overtake Ferrari for second place. Williams currently in P5 and a good amount of points ahead of Alpine. Okay, into the fastest pit stops, 4th and 5th for us today. Which I think will mean that Red Bull, they do overtake us for the lead in that championship. We should finish a comfortable second, but Red Bull definitely looking very, very good in terms of their pit stops at the moment. And if you look at the report, very good, other than the 7.5 second pit stop for changing the front wing on Albon's car the second time around. Obviously won the sprint race, that was absolutely awesome. Finished 10th in the feature race, if you like, qualifying for Tsunoda. Did very well in 9th place, very good in Q1 and Q2. Finished 5th in the sprint before finishing 4th in the race. Okay, 14th place for Iwasa in practice. Hopefully he gets himself a development point. 4 million in the bank for profit. Very good. Okay, refurbishment complete for a couple of departments. Adam Kenyon now up to 74, head of aerodynamics. Mid-season board review, they're very, very happy with that. And they give us an extra 1.5 million into the bank. That's what we like to see. So that's where we're going to leave it for today. Obviously, we have got the summer break now, so quite a bit of time in between races, and we'll be going through all of the summer break in tomorrow's episode. So if you've enjoyed that, give it a big thumbs up down below, subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager videos, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.